right. Oh, fuck. It's too hot to wear a sweater, and I want to be fully covered. I want to cover up these tits and these big fat fucking
You should
gut.
take your shirt off.
No way, dude.
Live a little, dude. Fucking love yourself.
I don't. I'm struggling. Dude, I've been gaining so much weight. Here's the thing. I'm not doing anything about it.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat where every Sunday I'm like eating a cheeseburger. I'm like, you know what's crazy? This is the last cheeseburger I'm ever even gonna eat.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that tomorrow I'm gonna eat a sweet green. Go on hikes. I'm gonna fuck longer for 5 minutes at a time.
5 minutes.
Then that Monday, then you know what? Then I get over to like Wednesday night. I'm like, God, I gotta.
It's not recording.
What's the fucking point, dude? Of any of it, you know?
I'm sure the camera will pick up some audio.
Don't even think about the camera. Don't even think about the microphone.
Okay.
You know,
I'm feeling fucking fat as shit.
you are.
And I'm gaining. I feel like I'm gaining weight. I haven't weighed myself, but I know. And
I stopped weighing myself. You know why? Because my fucking girlfriend got a goddamn smart scale and it goes to her phone. So if I step on the thing, she'll be like, she's going to find out how fat I am and she's going to leave me.
for real,
I don't know. That's my thought.
It shows up like
on her phone. She has a smart scale. So if you go in there and step on that scale, she would get an alert on her phone and it would tell her exactly how fat Kevin Tinkin is.
Should I do that right now?
No. Oh yeah, actually do it because then she would think it's me and be like, Bruce is doing pretty good.
No way,
Or we should go. Who's the skinny guy? Who's a reasonably skinny guy that weighs around like 210? That's what we should get a guy over here right now.
Yeah, we should get Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler's
No,
probably
he's
perfect.
probably he probably weighs like he's so tiny.
But he's a fucking brick of a boy.
But he's 4 feet tall, so he probably weighs like 90 pounds.
Yeah, but
he
he's like
looks fat.
all muscle.
Yeah, but no, he's not,
dude.
He's
he
all
is
beer
rock
and cigarettes.
solid, dude.
No, he's not, dude. I am.
I'm
rock solid. That's the issue. I'm fucking
solid.
Dude,
like
you should have seen me, bro. I went, dude.
pool of water.
I could call Vokey right now, and he could back this up, dude. We were in Slow because we were there for shows, and we went to
Jealous.
We went to Kreuzberg to grab coffee. That coffee shop, and there was.
Oh wait, isn't that not where they're doing the show anymore?
No, the show we were doing was at a brewery, but we were downtown, so we went and got some clam chowder. Then went over and got some coffee. Dangerous combination, and then but dude, we went to that coffee shop.
Fucking psychos,
dude.
man.
I could have, man. There was this barista there. I didn't play into the whole thing, but boy, oh boy, was she interested.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you don't think she was just great at her job?
Not at all. Because even Vokey was like, dude, she's trying to fuck right now. And I was like, dude, I know. But I was like, you know what? I would never do that because I don't have the fucking peace of mind to cheat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm the same.
To be able to cheat on your lady, you have to have a certain peace of mind and you have to be very zen and like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
You are, but you aren't, because if I would literally be like, yeah, I would want to kill myself every day even more.
Yeah.
And then B, I would be talking to my girlfriend and be like, oh, dude, it was such a fun weekend. I got my dick sucked. Oh, fuck.
I'm the same.
Shit.
I would want to share everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you know?
Not even in a way of like, I told my girlfriend everything, but I would just be talking and be like, man,
Yeah.
this chick was so hot and she sucked me off from the coffee shop. And she'd be like, what? And I'd be like, oh, fuck.
I'd go home, I'd be like, I had my first blowjob ever. And my wife is just like, what? Who? I'm like,
Yeah.
No, I would tell on myself so fast.
But I'll tell you something else. Sometimes it is nice to know you still got it.
Yeah, well, I think
honestly, and that's so much better than cheating.
My buddy
is just knowing that you could, and you're not going to.
Yeah.
You never would, but just knowing that the possibility is there, it really, really helps you out sometimes.
Dude, at church, my buddy used to flirt with these two girls.
Were they hot?
No, and that was the whole point, because he would say the same thing or what, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to put it together like it was this big thought out thing, but I would be like, I'd be like, bro, you're so flirty with those girls. Like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just, I'm
testing the
just
waters,
having fun or whatever. And I'm like, you just want to see if you still got it. He goes, yeah, that's kind of it. He's like, because
you're throwing out a hook with no bait,
Yeah,
you're throwing out a line with no hook on it. You're just maybe a fish swims by.
Sometimes a fish will just jump in the boat.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's what I was telling you last week on the pod, where that fucking chick pulled her vape out of her thing and made me suck her tits. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, she didn't. Yeah. If you didn't listen to the last episode, this chick forced me to try her vape at the comedy
and then
club.
you had to suck her
no, and then I was like, okay, cool, that's your vape. And then she put it back in her bra, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, hey, if they didn't listen to the last episode, that's their bad. You know what I mean?
And
Don't film
before I know I got a lot of shit to say. Before we do anything, introduce the podcast.
Welcome to Bag Fries, folks, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Bruce Gray at Bruce Gray Live on the Twitters, and I'm Kevin Tinkin. And Bruce is wearing a long sleeve grayish sweatshirt.
Okay.
He's colorblind, so I always he asked me to describe the color of his shirts every time. If you enjoy the pod, leave us a 5-star review. If there's anything, if you're going, I wish I could help these guys out, you know what I mean? Then go leave us a 5-star review and share the pod and send us an email at bagfriespod@gmail.com. What are you doing?
Nothing.
You gave me a look like
I didn't look at anything. I'm waiting for you to finish your beautiful introduction.
All right. Folks, we appreciate you so much. We also got a Discord. But yeah, send us some topics to talk about, emails, and we always appreciate that, and we'll give you a shout out. Anyway, Bruce.
Also, you can come see me April 8th and 9th in San Diego, April 15th, San Luis Obispo, April 16th, Bakersfield, April 30th, Bakersfield, and every single Wednesday at the world-famous Comedy Store.
Beautiful. At the Belly Room.
Belly Room, dude. Same shit. There was one other thing I was going to say, and I totally forgot. I think that's it. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
So yeah, dude, pussy follows me around.
Real quick.
What?
If you had to elevator pitch this podcast, how would you describe it? Because
bad. I'd say it's no good. Don't listen.
No, yeah, but if you had to give a description, because I try to give descriptions to things like on the websites and whatnot, and I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's just a conversation between two people, but I want to hook people in. You know what I mean? It's
not. There's no theme.
There's no theme.
Yeah. There's nothing, dude. It's a good podcast. It's fun, but there's no theme.
Yeah.
There's no way to describe it. It's a podcast.
Yeah. You get to be friends with us.
Yeah.
You get to be a fly on the wall.
You get to be a fry in the bag, dude.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Man.
All right. So, yeah, every St. Patrick's Day, some woman hits on me, and I didn't go out this year because I was afraid.
Dude.
But it's happened 3 years in a row.
Because I was in San Luis Obispo for shows, and it was St. Patrick's Day, and after the shows, the only place where there was food is downtown. It's like where all the college kids go out and party.
Yeah.
And I
love that town.
I saw a little person, this little guy wearing green, on St. Patrick's Day, and it's like, God damn, dude, that's the one day of the year you should probably stay home. You know, it's a holiday that is about leleprechauns.
Yeah,
do you know how many times people were like, "Look at you."
Yeah, but
like that's a nightmare.
But maybe it's a good thing. Like that's.
Did I ever tell you that time I saw a crazy open mic comedian pick up a little person and go, "This is my baby," and the person slapped the shit out of him?
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
That's fucking
It was GT.
amazing.
He died.
Wait,
he didn't die from that, but he did that.
That was GT?
Yeah, I saw him do that one time.
Get the fuck
I swear to
out
God.
of here.
I swear.
Where?
I think at that, what was that place called above the laundromat? That was like a hell on earth.
Oh, yeah.
That place where somebody, remember, dude,
Fourth wall
that place was
or
crazy.
something?
Someone got beat up there one time. Someone's dog killed another person's dog at that thing one time.
Yeah.
Like, there was all kinds of weird shit
Zach
going on.
got fucking wedgied into
Zach got
infinity.
Yeah, JT Bard gave Zach a fucking ultimate wedgie at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah, it was crazy shit going on.
Amazing times.
How's it going though, dude? What's up?
It's going all right. We got new upstairs neighbors. Their car's not as nice as ours for the first time ever, and I like that.
That gives you something. You walk out, you're like, look at this piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm like, at first I'm like, Jesus, this car's a real piece of shit, and then I'm like, yeah, that's what people are probably saying about my car, especially if you go on the inside because it's just filthy.
I still have no neighbors next door here. It's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
I can do whatever I want all night. I cut a hole and I've been partying in their apartment.
You did a glory hole?
Yeah, but for my whole body. I cut a hole out that looks like I ran through the wall, and so I have to maneuver my way into it.
Dude, that's great.
I'm doing bad, dude.
You're not doing good?
I don't know.
Wow.
You know what it is though, dude? Is that anytime anything good happens, there's always 10 times as much bad shit that happens the rest of the thing. Where last week, things were fine last week. I have fucking moments and days and whatever, and I feel overwhelmed and I want to fucking cut my own head off and kick it down the street, which I would like to do most times. But what day? So I had shows Thursday, Friday, and then I was going home for the weekend Saturday. And so Wednesday night, I got to open for Doug Stanhope at the Comedy Store.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
That was great. And then the next morning, I had to make the decision of like the call of putting down my dog.
Yeah.
Not like my dog that's here now, but like the dog that I got. Like that was like it's more of a family dog, but really was like my dog.
Yeah.
And so I had to call. Like they called me and they were like, "Hey, I think we should like, whatever, shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go."
What's wrong? What was wrong?
I mean, it's just like when a dog gets like old and gets lethargic and is kind of
Yeah.
just staring at the wall. And so they went there and like bigger dogs whenever they. So it turns out he had like cancer and like kidney failure and shit.
Wow.
Which I don't understand how people catch on to dog cancer so quick.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened? Every dog, because I've had multiple dogs that have had cancer,
Yeah.
but it's always like we take them in when they start like acting up, whatever, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, this dog is more cancer than dog."
Yeah, well,
You
that's,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
what always
That's
happens.
like, and
yeah.
that's like, well, how do I?
There's like literal growths, like
But you don't see 'em, and you don't,
that
like, you know-
bubble. That's just old.
Yeah. Oh, his head is
Yeah.
no brain. It's just cancer. That's how it
Yeah.
always is. And it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Because then you see people who are like, oh, my dog is getting cancer treatment. Like, how the fuck did you find that out?
You gotta.
You have to take your
the
dog.
vet.
Yeah. See, I don't even take myself to the fucking vet.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
it's like I'm. When you grow up white trash, you don't take your dog to the vet unless their fucking head gets ran over by a car.
Yeah, unless
They're-
it's like a
if the
big
dog
deal.
is fine, he's fine, and then
Yeah,
you know he dies
a dog.
around 10.
Yeah, it's a dog.
Yeah.
But you take care of it its whole life. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a cocker spaniel as a kid, and you know, from when I was born, but she died like in my arms. It was like seizuring and shit. And it was
I've only had
fucking
one
brutal.
dog die at the house.
Yeah.
And you know what happened, dude? I think this was a setup because my friend of mine was dating this girl, and she was nuts. And
Is that
what?
you shouldn't call women dogs?
Shut up. My friend of mine was dating this girl, and her mom was psychotic. This girl was
You had to
psychotic.
put her down.
This lady's mom didn't like me one time because she was having, you know, these fucking moms that have parties at their house. Like they let the kids have parties, and kids are there. There's probably 50 kids there getting
Yeah.
fucked up. And then I fucking lit up a hooter in the backyard, and her mom comes out. And I swear to God, her mom comes outside and starts spraying me with Febreze like I'm a dog, and she has the hose.
What?
I swear to God. And so then a few years later, and then her brother came outside, and her brothers are like sheriffs now. And I was
Yeah.
like 17 at the time.
Yeah.
And we like came outside, and her brother is like in training to be a cop, and he was like yelling at me in the front yard. He's like, "I'll put you in the fucking dirt." And I literally was like, "Well, I'm a kid." So
Yeah.
I was like, "You can do that if you want, but you're going to go to jail." Like I told him that on the front yard. I was like, "Well, I'm actually a child."
I was always the logical argument in the fight.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty logical argument
yeah,
because he's
yeah.
like, "I'll fucking put you in the dirt." He's like fucking 20 something, and
Yeah.
I told him I was like, "Well, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm a kid and you'll go to jail."
Yeah.
and he was like, "Fuck, motherfucker," and like just kind of stormed off.
Because you were smoking weed?
Yeah, 100%.
Why were they so upset about the
I have
weed?
no idea, but she had 50 kids drinking underage at her house, and then your pal Bruce lit up a hooter in the backyard, and everything fucking. I literally, truly shut down the party.
Wow.
Unbelievable. But so her mom worked at a vet.
Dude, there seems like a racist family. You know what I mean?
Bad news bears, dude.
Yeah.
And so remember the joke I do about seeing one of my ex-girlfriend's last name on an 86 list with the whole
Yeah,
family?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually about her family, and it's a friend of mine. You know, dude, stand up, you're just expanding reality.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
bending it the entire time.
Yeah. I got a lot of stories about specific guys where nothing happened. That didn't actually happen.
Of
but
course, stand-up's
that guy
stupid.
works perfect in the story.
Yeah. You're like Ron Jeremy and and Richard Simmons were sucking
yeah.
my dick. That's most of your acting. So, but
Everything's Bill Cosby.
But a dog of mine had a sty on his eye, and so we went and got. He was an older dog, but we went and got it cut off, and then he had a cone around his thing, and then he like fucking freaked out and died in the garage.
Oh no.
And I've always thought that lady gave him some fentanyl or something, dude.
Wait, what? He freaked out?
I don't know. He like was like couldn't breathe, but like, and then even when he took the cone off, was still like like had a reaction to the medication.
Wow.
I know.
And died.
And I always thought it was
Wow.
that lady's thing. And then I would try to go back there and find out like if we could find out what the deal was. And they tried to charge me a bunch of money. And in the middle of the
What?
in the middle of the vet office, I told him to suck my dick.
Wow.
I know.
How old were you? 11?
No, 18. I was 18.
Yeah.
So I could have gone to jail for that one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But if her brother would have came down that time, I would have been like, now you could put me in the dirt because I'm of
Yeah.
age,
Yeah,
fucker.
yeah. Try
So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't that long between me shutting down that entire party for smoking weed and then me fucking
Going to the vet.
And telling everyone to suck your dick.
Wow.
Yeah, and nobody did.
I don't think
nobody sucked my dick.
I don't think I've ever told anybody to suck my dick.
Not even asking?
I
ain't asking. I'm telling.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever said that genuinely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I have to like somebody else about a situation.
Yeah.
But never to like fucking suck my dick, Bruce.
Yeah.
I know.
Just
I said it.
that whole fucking thing with the dog, and then like, the show on Friday was good, but I don't know. I was just in a fucking weird headspace. And then over the weekend too, there was something I was kind of hinted at that I was gonna get to do. I don't want to talk too much about it, but like something I was gonna get to do comedy wise, and then it just happened, and I wasn't on it, and I was like, well, that's odd, but I don't want to. Then so that was a big bummer, and then just like all this other shit where it's kind of fucking sometimes just like, what's the point of whatever? Like I've had a great 3 weeks of comedy, and I've made like more than enough money to pay my rent, and like been doing good, and have been headlining, and like doing good in my other shit, and like feeling good about whatever, and like happy about the podcast, and then like there's kind of just a fucking snowballing of other bullshit that really sometimes it's just like what is the fucking point?
Well, yeah, it doesn't stop your dog from dying.
Of course,
I mean, like it's hard to exist in that plane because there needs to be a version of like reverence for what's happened that's affecting you, but it's just hard to do that because it's a healthy thing to do, and then not have it affect like everything. You know what I mean?
And it's like the problems that I do have, if I was, the smart thing to do, the better thing to do is take a step back and be like, oh, well, X amount of time ago, you would be happy to have these type of problems rather than the problems you were having at that time.
Right.
So the problems that I'm having right now about being industry type bullshit and like, fucking just looking for the approval of whatever tastemaker, blah, blah, blah people.
Right.
Like, and not getting it in the moment is like, if I was smart, like if I'm like, oh, I'm annoyed that like not having representation, so then not being able to get to the it's kind of the table, and that's the only thing, and that's the thing where it's like other people have said the same shit, and it's just like I'm not looking for anything crazy. I'm not looking for somebody to fucking knock on my door and give me $1 million. It's mostly just I would like a seat at the table, to show that I deserve a seat at the table. Sure. And it's like really, I mean, the only thing you can do is keep doing exactly what you're doing, and maybe that'll pan out. But at some point, it's like, good God, man, this is a whole fucking lot to do,
buddy. I feel you. I mean, I'm coming up on the 10-year thing. I think you're doing the same thing, and you start really thinking about it. It'll get to you. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I talked to Eddie about this actually, and who's been doing it 30 years, and talks about struggling with it, Eddie Pepitone. But he was just like, he's like, it's the same stuff that you would do, with stand-up. You write every day. You know what I mean? You try to get up. He's like, I don't think, he didn't say this exactly, but I brought it up, and he's like, I just write for at least 30 minutes a day. And, I'm just like, okay. I mean, because what else can you do? Instead
of writing 30 minutes a day, I fucking put a gun in my mouth 30 minutes a day.
Got to do it.
And it's just, I just sit there and I start the clock and I drink some coffee through a straw on the side of my mouth to surpass the gun.
You call it taking your temperature?
Yeah. Hey, nobody bother me. I got to go in the other room and
keep the barrel under your tongue.
My temperature. And it's the same thing. I'm not going to fucking kill myself. And it's not like I'm fucking crying for help or whatever, but it's like, it's just taxing. Yeah. And it's all, obviously, it's all taxing and it's all whatever, but it's like, and it sucks whenever you see a thing that, like, I don't know, sitting and bitching about stand-up comedy on a podcast is fucking stupid. But, like, there's people that get different shit and you're like, oh, well, I bury them every single time. But it's like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm the fucking man and these people, like, I'm not going to turn to a fucking crybaby or a pro wrestler and kick the door down.
Well, the job is making people laugh, and you can do the job.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating when you see people that can't do the job get things or opportunities.
Get the job.
Yeah.
But it's like, and that's a whole, that's what I'm saying too. It's like, it's not one of those things where you're like, the right thing to do isn't to sit and be like, well, I should have got that. And it's like, I'm past that. But it's like, really, even I would be fine not getting the things. All I want is an opportunity to get things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have whatever handed to me, and I don't think I ever have, but it's like I would like an opportunity to receive something.
You were born into the great Hollywood dynasty of the Gray family.
100%. I mean, but then the opposite side of the coin is that whenever things do start working out, nobody can be like, oh, well, they fucking...
Yeah.
Well, no, dude, I fucking got bottles thrown in my head in Tulare.
Yeah.
You know, I fucking...
Well, I will say, like, any small thing that I've ever gotten to, like, other people don't see it because it's not them. You know what I mean?
100%. And that,
so
and
they're
it's
just like, how did you get that? I'm like, because I'm a fucking badass.
Yeah.
I'm good at this shit.
And I mean, same thing too.
It.
It's like I have it better than a lot of other people do, and like other people, I should be happy with the shit that I have because the shit that I have, I'm doing fine. Things are good. Like, you know, I've been headlining a decent amount lately and featuring and whatever, and it's like I should be happy with that, and I am. But you know, the other side of the coin is fucking.
I want more.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and that's never ending. It's literally fucking exponential growth. It's like the same reason where this country's a fucking hellhole is quarterly improvement and whatever else. You can't ever sit still.
Yep.
Fucking stupid oligarch motherfuckers. You know what, dude? And right now, I'm gonna put my finger down. And I'm gonna say that this podcast is imposing sanctions on Russia, and this podcast will no longer be allowed in Russia.
Wow.
I don't know if that's possible. I don't think it is.
I'll shut it down. I'll shut it down. Unless you're a freedom fighter.
Then,
go nuts.
Also, Ukrainian Nazis, don't listen.
We need to listen. Bruce.
But there's only people I'm taking away are Russians. Sanctioned, you've been fucking sanctioned.
Yeah.
These fucking scumbags in Russia are putting fucking 100 cheeseburgers from McDonald's in their fucking freezer because McDonald's closed.
That's insane.
What are you going to do? Are you going to unfreeze it, you Russian bastard?
What if we made a podcast that was just for Putin?
That would be cool. If we could speak
this
directly to Putin.
This podcast is for an audience of one.
Yeah.
Putin.
Yeah. Well, we think we could send it to him?
I mean, I'm sure we could probably. What is it? Putin@gmail.com?
Putin@putin.com?
Yeah.
Probably just send it right to him.
Man, Putin@putin.com sounds like
Putin fart button.
It's like a fucking scheisse video.
POOTIN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, dude, other than me wanting to fucking snap every day and feeling overwhelmed and feeling like, the world is crumbling around me.
Yeah.
And, feeling underappreciated and feeling like a big piece of shit, things are pretty solid.
Yeah, I will say, I used to say this to old Chris Cruz.
Bro.
Fresno,
what would you tell him?
Great Fresno, the Fresno great Christopher Cruz. I would tell him that life is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And it's important that you enjoy the way the road that's fun, because there's going to be a lot of downs, but the ups you got to enjoy. Put your hands up. You know what I mean? Scream. Have a good time.
And I think I have a good time.
Yeah.
There are some times where it's like, God damn, this fucking shit sucks.
Right.
And it's the same thing, like I said, it's like things go good. I had a great last weekend. I had headlined on Thursday. I featured all weekend, had some good shows in between.
Yep.
And then, great, just opened for Stanhope on Wednesday. Fucking had a great late night set at the store on Wednesday night. Thursday fucking morning, I have to fucking kill my dog. It's like, it's just a fucking, it all sucks dick, dude.
Well, I mean, dude, I get it. Like my mom died the day we did a Comedian Cinema Club.
Wasn't it on your birthday?
No, it wasn't.
It was
my
two different
birthday.
ones.
No. Yeah, my other mom.
You know what I remember about that show specifically?
What?
I killed.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember it.
I don't remember either. I remember that.
I remember. Hey, ask me how that show went. I killed.
I crushed.
All right.
But, I don't remember what show we did that night.
I don't either. I do remember you telling me directly after the show and me being like, God, dude, let me fucking enjoy the show.
I waited till after to tell people.
Yeah.
I was like, what is it gonna? I don't want to dampen the mood.
Yeah.
I want to keep everybody in high spirits.
Yeah, we do have an email this week I would like to read. It's pretty funny. I don't have this guy's name or anything, but he's a guy. He said, I just moved to Australia from Indiana last month to live with my girlfriend, and our neighbor is an autistic kid. So he was talking about the world's smart. He was listening to the World's Smartest Australians episode.
Oh yeah,
and he's where we were, talking about smart Australians.
Yes.
He said, I moved to Australia from Indiana last month to live with my girlfriend, and our neighbor is a little autistic kid who peers over the fence at us and says, "Good day." until we engage with him. We try to be nice, but he'll pin you down with stories about his rats and metal detectors, so we try to keep things brief with him. Yesterday, I was cleaning the pool and listening to the world's smartest Australians after having an encounter with him, and I almost fell into the pool. I was laughing so hard. Love Brain Jail and love this new pod. Man, y'all keep it up. And I said, thanks. Would love to get your neighbor on the pod.
Yeah.
So
that's an Australian autistic
kid. It's literally what we were talking about.
That's like
before.
perfect.
Yeah. Good day.
You should check out my new rat catcher.
Yeah, he has rats and he has a metal detector.
Dude, I get it with the metal detector. Yeah. You ever do that?
Metal detector?
Oh yeah.
No.
It's fucking look. All other activities for me are ways to engage with. Is
there
my
any pussy
friends.
in that?
Oh yeah.
You get pussy metal.
Sometimes you going over
metal detecting
a big
meetups.
field. You didn't even know idea that there's pussy there. I don't even like saying the word. But then you
would have no clue there was pussy in that field if you didn't. Yeah. I would get a metal detector.
And
How much does it cost?
You go in with the big dick, and then you dig up the ground real good.
Yeah.
And then when you get close to it, then you pull out your little dick.
And then you sort through everything.
And that's where you know, yeah.
Well, you find like wedding rings and shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every
I want to find like an old gun.
People always find bullets and bullet shells and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we found.
I don't want to commit suicide, but I do want to die and make it look like an accident. Is that possible?
Dude, I want to do the thing. So here's how you do it. You get a gun across the room, and then you dip a rope in like kerosene.
Oh, so you do like a fuse?
Yeah. So then you have the thing and you pull it and you first you light it and then you pull it and then you blow your brains out and then the rope disappears. That's holding everything together and then it falls to the ground. So I saw it in an episode of Matlock once.
Fuck yeah. Matlock was a lawyer?
Yeah.
Matlock was a lawyer. He had a small dick. I don't remember the theme
I just
song of
remember
Matlock. There's so many shows that just run together for me, and fucking Matlock is one of them.
Matlock, yeah, that
MASH.
was MASH, yeah.
You ever been out to the set of MASH? It's
No.
out there in Malibu. You can hike up to the set. There's still a bunch of shit out there.
Really?
These fucking union bastards.
They just left it out
As soon
there
as
for
the
like
fucking production shuts down,
30
I'm
years?
fucking out of here, you cocksuckers.
That show's been over
still
for
out there.
30 years.
I swear to God.
They got to be doing it on purpose. That's insane.
I mean, that
Nobody gives a fuck.
That was
for 30 years.
That still might be the last episode of MASH might be the most watched episode of TV ever.
Really?
Do you know what the other one was?
I don't remember the last episode.
Was the big reveal of Mrs. Tinkin's big cans.
Oh, wow.
That was a big. That was not Emilio Estevez. What's that guy's name who hosted that guy's tomb opening where the fucking nothing happened?
Oh fuck! No, Geraldo.
Geraldo, yeah. Remember he had the
Al Capone's glove
vault
box.
or whatever. He has glove box. Yeah. Hey, we're back in Al Capone's car here. We're gonna open the glove box, and it's like, oh man, it's just mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember there was like out the whatever of Al Capone.
There was
just
nothing. In there at all. Yeah, I just watched that. Where did I watch that? It was on something. But yeah, they were saying that they hyped it up to where it was the most watched thing ever, and then there literally nothing happened.
Yeah.
And it was like the birth of reality TV or something, or game shows or whatever. I watched that somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
What else? What have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. I was gone all week. What's been going on?
Dude, I've been editing, doing a lot of pod editing, a lot of Path of Exile.
Are you back on Path of Exile?
Oh, I'm back.
You're
baby.
back on the game and your life being a Path of Exile.
Yes, I exile myself. No,
I haven't played video games in so long.
It sucks because they come out with a new season every
the game.
Yes,
yeah, that's a nightmare. You can't do that.
Every 2 months.
That's like them coming out with a new version of crack every few months and being like, "Dog, we got sativa crack now. We got indica crack.
Yeah,
it's
a good crack. No downside.
Yeah. Do they have any crack that do they have different strains of crack?
I don't think so.
You ever knew anyone who smoked straight up crack, or you just knew people who smoked meth?
Snorted meth. Yeah. I
mean, I knew who smoked meth.
I knew some people that smoked meth, but
Hunter Biden style.
I wasn't in. Dude, it's such a trip. I don't know even now, but people don't involve me with certain illicit activities. Like I won't find.
People
out,
know that you don't want to smoke meth with them.
Yeah, they know I don't want to smoke meth. They know I don't want to be in some seedy thing. So I literally just don't know, and it could be going on.
But smoking
around.
meth is something that people keep a secret, also. But
Yeah.
coke, you're talking about coke too.
Coke definitely.
Coke is all over the place. A lot of people do coke.
Yeah,
but
I never seen it. Never seen it once.
Really?
Nope.
I think people
Not
know,
in L.A.
Yeah. I mean, it's all around. Trust me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm aware of it. I see people leaving to do it. I hear about people doing it. I never actually see it. And I think just people just know he doesn't fuck around.
You've never seen cocaine in real life one time?
I've seen cocaine in real life, yeah.
What was the setting?
It was at a writing session at my
Fuck yeah.
At my buddy's place.
Man, we about to really write. About to write on the walls.
His dealer came in. So he was a
dealer.
dealer.
The dealer is a fat guy.
No.
Oh, okay. Most drug dealers are fat guys.
He was a pretty buff guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he was the guy's house we were writing at. He was a dealer, and then his supplier came over.
Damn.
And kind of was
big dog.
Yeah, and
then the president of the drug company came over. It just keeps on going up and up. Told like Ronald Reagan is there.
Yeah. Pablo Escobar shows up. He pops in. No, he. So yeah, that was a little uncomfortable. They did some coke, and then
were they like, "What about you?"
And I was literally like wearing a bow tie and like.
Were you?
No, I just
dressed like a black Israelite.
This haircut, it just gets people are like, "Is this guy a cop?"
Yeah,
like constantly,
yeah.
You know.
Like, no, look at his gut.
Yeah, he's like, he ain't athletic.
No,
he ain't.
He's a pencil pusher, bro.
Yeah. No, I work at the 911 call center. I just go.
I wonder if you could do coke if you worked there. Being a 911 operator would be tight.
That would be.
Except
tight.
I'd be like, what the fuck do you want? And then they'd tell me, I'd be like, whoa, damn, that's fucked up.
By the way, your girl introduced me to Pieces of Her, not your girl, Pieces of Your Girl, but that show. Remember we started watching that show here?
Oh, you guys were watching that shit. I was working on some shit on the computer.
Yeah, but man, that was good. But the lady works at 911 on that show.
Damn. Yeah, I don't.
Little bits of information that goes nowhere.
For sure, 100%. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go outside and jump off my apartment.
Stop.
It's the second story. It won't
You
kill.
just
It won't
hurt.
kill me, but it'll hurt really bad.
Yeah, you just want to get hurt.
Yeah, I want to feel something.
I can break your leg on the
I'm
pod.
I'm in the doghouse right now, dude.
Are you really?
Not really, but I was supposed to go to my girlfriend's brother's birthday party tonight.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot I had a show until we were like an hour away from home.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
which is good though. I mean, it gave us more time to pod.
Were you just like texting every booker you've ever met and being like, please,
dude, could I get a spot tonight? Can you help me out?
Please,
Dude,
put me up.
Could you please help me out tonight, dude? I need to get a spot. No, literally, I got tagged in an Instagram story promoting the show, and I was like, fuck. And there's a lot of shows that I'm pretty. Doesn't take a lot for me to cancel a show.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a solid show, at least I think.
Yeah.
So I had to do it. You know me, dude. If something comes up, I'll be like, man, I ain't coming.
I'm the same way. I mean, I've missed a lot of family gatherings.
No, I'm saying if something comes up, I'll just bail on the show.
Oh yeah.
If something if something juicy or something better comes up.
Yeah. There's always juicy stuff that happens. You're like.
Yeah, I mean, you open for one of your favorite comedians, and the next day your dog dies. So
yeah,
that's always
yeah.
good.
Did he remember you, Stanhope?
No,
no,
of course not. No, that was 8 years ago when I opened for him, and he drinks to excess every day. Hey. I did see his rider.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was, there was a few things on it, but it was like, it was one bottle of, in all caps, any unflavored vodka. It was like club soda, preferably cans, but a pitcher with no ices. Pitchers with no ice is also fine. 2 cans of Coca-Cola, skinny, tiny, it says teeny weeny plastic cocktail straws, black or red.
Wow.
And then they maybe a case of water or something. I think that was it though.
That's great.
But it was the very first thing in the right was the thing that made me any unflavored vodka. It doesn't matter which one. Just as long as it's unflavored.
I get that. I don't have a lot of preference with booze.
Well, it's funny because it probably was any vodka, and then somebody gave him like a birthday cake vodka. He's like, all right, add unflavored to that.
Yeah.
But no, I was working the show both nights, and I watched both shows, and they were both great.
Yeah.
It was
Stanhope's
awesome. Of course.
a machine. He always has been. Yeah. It's insane.
It was super good.
Yes, Olivia
Grace
was out there living with him, or is she still out there?
I truly have no. She was there, but she wasn't on either of the shows.
Really?
So I don't know what the deal is.
She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's we got. She was on that AIDS 9/11 show we did
Oh yeah, you guys got in
years
big
ago.
trouble for doing AIDS 9/11, didn't you?
Yeah, we did a show called AIDS 9/11, and then I know it's been talked about on other pods, but but Olivia got like hate mail and death threats
For being on AIDS 11?
Yes,
Was it called AIDS 9/11? Or I think it was AIDS 11, and it was like...
it might have been AIDS 11.
Yeah, and it was like you, Keith Ray. Wasn't Keith Ray on it?
I don't know if Keith Ray was on it. I know there was a lot of people on it. I think, there was, because we did 2 of them, but it was Jace and Ben.
Were they the hosts?
I think so. And then Connor McNutt, I think, was involved somehow.
See, dude, comedy used to be fun.
Yeah.
It used to be a great time where you could do AIDS 11.
Well, that's the thing. Like, dude, back in the day, like...
When dudes could be dudes.
Yeah, when bros could be bros, you know? No, but it was literally, the concept was to do all the material that you feel is inappropriate to do, that you don't get to do very often, but that you have, you know?
Yeah.
Well, which is...
So I could do my Crackerverse joke there?
Yeah.
Should I tell the world my Crackerverse joke?
Yeah, why not?
It's a joke that I...
it's not even a joke.
You know, I believe this is scientifically the best joke ever written.
Wow.
Is that I need someone else to do it for me in front of an audience to try it out.
Why?
But you would go up there. It's really, I think, word for word, beat for beat, the most perfect joke ever written. And you go up there and you say, so motherfuckers always talking about this metaverse now, this metaverse bullshit. People talking about the metaverse like we ain't already living in the Crackerverse.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think you stop there and I think you get off stage.
Now, why can't you do that?
Because I'm the mayor of the Crackerverse.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Is that the title of the episode, the Crackerverse?
Mayor of the Crackerverse. Dude, absolutely. Dude, when you used to do those bits that you found in the trash can.
Oh, at the Ice House?
At Ice House. That shit was hilarious.
I think the Crackerverse, that could work well.
Absolutely.
I actually saw the booker of the... Did I tell you that? I hung out
No.
with the booker of the Ice House in San Diego.
How's he doing?
He's good. He's saying that they're opening next month.
Fuck
like a
yeah.
soft opening, and then...
we're both familiar
both very familiar with that,
opening.
dude. Man.
Everybody likes a soft opening.
But then they're going to open again later this year. That's great information for everybody that's listening to this podcast right now.
Yeah.
The Ice House Comedy Club is opening.
I will say, so both of us seem to have a bit of the lethargy.
I'm very lethargic and I'm very tired of everything.
Yeah. Not good.
No.
I'm
actually bad.
That's not good at all.
No, I know. But it's like,
If
what are you really going to do? But honestly, truly, I have no shows this week. We'll probably have like 2 at the store, but like, this is the first, which is like a funny thing to be happy about, but this is like the first week in like, I think since I moved back to LA that I don't have like any pressing issues other than like work and stuff.
Yeah.
And that feels very good.
Yeah.
And so.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the days where I don't have anything to do and I know I can just stay up all night.
Yeah,
And,
I stay up all night anyways.
Smoke weed on the patio, and
I just look at Reddit and videos of dogs getting put down and stuff.
Oh, those are the best, dude. You know what I watched, and I shouldn't have, because I need to get my wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh, you watch videos of people getting their wisdom teeth taken out?
Yeah. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's really bad. And then you have those like sockets in there, and they like put the gauze on. Yeah, getting your wisdom. Do they hurt you?
No, I mean they put you out.
No, do your teeth hurt you now?
Oh yeah, I literally, I can't close my mouth all the way.
Because your wisdom teeth hurt so bad?
My wisdom teeth are biting into my cheek every time I close my mouth. So if I have to close my mouth, I go...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got to blow my cheeks out.
I was going to get my wisdom teeth removed.
I think it's because I'm so... my cheeks have gotten... There's a lot
They're
of
so fat. There's so much cheek.
I just keep biting on it. Yeah. No,
my jaw is so big that I don't have to get my wisdom teeth removed, is what the dentist told me, which is kind of a backhanded compliment. Like, yeah, you actually don't have to get your wisdom teeth taken out because your face is so big.
Yeah, no, my dentist never said anything about it, and then was basically, if they have room to come in, let them come in. Like,
dude, I used to have the sickest dentist growing up. I would just like pound sodas and shit at his office, and like, I swear, I would go in there,
Tootsie Rolls.
bro. I swear to God. I don't know if that was some kind of marketing scheme for him, but I would go in there and he would fucking pop open some fucking Dr. Peppers and like get some candy going and like all this other shit. I swear.
What?
I'm not even joking.
Dude, he's just trying to make business for himself.
I think so. I think now that I'm thinking about it, because I had this other dude this dentist, this old school dude, he fucking quit and went to work at the prison.
Really?
I guess that's big money.
That's insane.
And then his homeboy came in, took over the thing, this little dude, who actually has gone to a few stand-up shows of mine, this dentist. Because I think he's like, how are those teeth looking? He's like, well, he knows I'll be talking for a long time. He has like a tiny magnifying glass. He's like a Bond villain. He really is kind of a Bond villain kind of guy because he's like...
He's got opera binoculars.
Yeah, he has a thing that a sailor would put on.
Yeah. Spyglass.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. This podcast sucks.
Yeah, dude, it's like sometimes you just gotta just be loose, and be free.
I feel like I'm very loose. I'm just my fucking brain's all full of fuck.
Yeah, you can think of a spyglass.
Yeah,
you son of a bitch.
Well, I don't.
What are you, just a dumb fucking
I'm down in the dumps, dude.
Idiot.
I'm in the dumps, dude. Things are bad.
You need to get down in that dump.
Isn't that what the people who listen to this podcast want? Is for us to break and start crying?
I mean, I have always said that wherever I want to be honest on a podcast, and if the podcast is going in a direction, because I've been on plenty of podcasts where it's just like someone be like, then I figured out the whole point to living. Anyway, it's off point. This is a comedy podcast.
I actually found the cure for cancer. You know what? We'll talk about it later.
I'm sorry. This is actually a comedy podcast. That's not funny. That is not funny. So but I don't mind going wherever.
Well, I think my issue is I hate talking about depression and whatever else because there are so many people that glorify depression and like talk about depression like it's this big thing, and like they're the only one that has it.
Yeah.
And then, so it's like when people are like, oh, I'm, like in comedy especially, like people are like, yo, I'm so depressed, and it's like, yeah, motherfucker, everybody is.
Right.
No shit. Like if you're not depressed, it's because
you're healthy.
Yeah, basically. But it's like everybody has like not everybody, but you're not special for being depressed.
Yeah.
You're not special for having anxiety. You're not special for like having these like weird things wrong with you unless you're like fucking talking to yourself and like you're fucking crazy.
Special.
That's special. That's a special thing, and you should talk about that.
Yeah.
If you hear voices in your head, do a fucking podcast with them.
Yeah.
Do something.
Dude, that would be a great podcast.
Just a mentally insane person.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between being whatever and being like clinically like whatever. I mean, even when people are like, no, I have like clinical depression. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Well, we're living in a society. Play Joker music in the background. We're living in a society where we are in a pain Olympics of emotions with each other constantly. And we're like you got to acknowledge your privilege and like, well, you can't speak about that because you haven't. It's like everybody's going, well, I had it worse.
Yeah.
And
I have no big point. I'm an idiot. I'm not going to fight back on really anything. I kind of just want to chill out most of the time. But I'm just so fucking tired of people. Like, I don't know. I've been more
fetishizing depression.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm in the same exact boat where it's like a lot of times people will do it and it's just like it's not funny to me.
Yeah. Unless you're rich or you're getting your dick sucked 24 hours a day, you should be depressed.
Yeah.
I'll stand by that.
And that's a good thing.
If you're getting your dick sucked 24 hours a day?
No.
It would honestly get all pruned up and probably hurt after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, after a few hours, even, my jaw gets tired.
Folks. Yeah, no, I mean, shit. You're right. Everybody does go through it. And I don't like when it's like a punchline or like, I don't know. It's just like the weird kind of like almost like pompous. Like
people are pompous about being depressed.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get it. I'm depressed. And it's like, well, yeah. And it's probably that the reason that people think it's so special is because they grew up in such an easy environment and probably their parents have money and everything was pretty chill for them growing up. So then whenever they grow up and everything doesn't continue to be perfect, they're like, oh, wow, I must be the only one going through this.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dickhead, everybody is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the important thing is to like what you're talking about is somebody being a fucking egomaniac too, where it's just like
it's narcissistic psychos.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying that I'm not a narcissistic psycho. We wouldn't be doing if we weren't both narcissistic psychos.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be doing this podcast, and we wouldn't get on stage and talk to people in the crowd trying to elicit laughter out of them because we would think, I'm. When you have a fucking microphone and you're in a room full of people, what in the world makes you think that you should do that? And it's fucking narcissism.
Yeah.
And that's like, It's Dude, the same people who are like, I just like to make the world laugh. It's like, no, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Did I also say? Did I might think I said this on the last podcast too. I don't know if I did.
Maybe. I don't think so.
Maybe I've just been down in the dumps, dude.
Dude, what do you need to do? Like, what do you think is gonna fucking pull you out of this thing?
I need to lose 200 pounds.
Well, yeah, me too.
And then
I'm getting so fat. It's.
I need to lose 200 pounds.
It's bad.
And I need to be funnier and better and not a hideous monster. I need to stop balding.
You're not balding. Are you balding?
Don't look.
By the way, your hair's like it's flipped back under the thing.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Does it look? Why haven't you told me we're fucking 45 minutes into this thing? You didn't tell me?
Well, I forgot.
I was going to put on a hat.
No, you don't need no hat.
What the hell?
Just let it free.
Now I look like I've been looking like a fucking moron this whole time.
Wow.
Oh, dude, we were talking about this earlier. I didn't tell you this story. So on Thursday, I was headlining a brewery.
Hold on, though, real quick. I would say, like, just to button up what you were saying, I would say all the writing and stuff, you should get out to a park and start writing.
I don't have time.
You got time.
I really don't.
You can make time.
But I want to wake up at 1 p.m. That's the issue, too. I wake up too late.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. I make big plans. Night before, big plans. I'm like, I'm going to fucking wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to jack it. I'm going to fucking go out and get a coffee. I'm going to jack it again.
I never jack it.
Then it's about noon. I've been jacking it all morning. No, I'm like, I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to have a smoothie. I'm going to drink a coffee. I'm going to do this. And then I fucking stay up until fucking 9 a.m. jacking it. And I fucking doing nothing.
Yeah.
But I stay up till whatever. And then I wake up late. And then I'm like, oh, God. I only have 6 hours to do all the shit I need to do. And then I just start spiraling and jacking it.
Yeah. Well, at least you're jacking it in both scenarios.
But
I will say, once you let go of that thought, it gets really bad. Like, once you stop saying, tomorrow I'm going to do the thing, it gets really dark. Because, like, I've got.
Once you're like, I'm just never going to do the thing.
Yeah. Once you just finally
go,
I'm just a fucking loser. I'm just never going to do. I'm never going to lose weight. I'm never going to start exercising.
No, I'm
again.
not that. I'm a fake.
That's what I am.
Well, you're a fake procrastinator. Not you. I'm saying me.
Yeah.
I'm a procrastinator in the sense, and then I'm a justifier because late at night, when I'm doing nothing, I'm like, well, this is justified because I've been doing shit all day, even though I woke up at whatever time. I've been doing shit all day, so this is like my nice alone time.
Yeah.
I'm not like actually jacking it. I'm really honestly doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm doing absolutely nothing, and my brain is completely empty.
Instagram.
Nothing.
Pimpstagram.
Yeah, and then I'm just looking at other just bullshit. There's nothing,
gay porn.
nothingness. Yeah, just gay porn, reels, TikTok. I'm watching children fucking dance.
Fucking 11-year-olds with no bra, just fucking being disgusting. That shit infuriates me.
Of course, but then it's like that same thing where it's like I'm procrastinating my life away is what I think. And then you feel, my issue too is that I start to feel bad. And then I feel bad about feeling bad.
Yeah.
And then I feel bad about feeling bad.
Yep.
And then it just keeps going because I start feeling bad. You feel bad and then you feel bad about feeling bad. And the reason you feel bad about feeling bad is because you don't want to put it on other people, and then other people in your life that you're talking to, whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm putting this on them. And now, now they're thinking about that, and now you're weighing on them, and it's like whatever. And like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really, I just want to be a dog and I want to go lay in a bush and die.
Yeah, you can't.
I think that's impossible to do.
You try laying in a bush. Remember when we laid in the field at Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I think we should do that again.
Die?
We should do. Well, no, we.
I have no. Also, I joke around a lot. I have no interest in dying.
No, me.
I have no interest. I'm not gonna fucking. Don't fucking call the cops or anything.
I'm calling them.
No, yeah, it is funny too. Like if that's the only option. Like right now, if you were like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself, the only thing I could do is call the police.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother podcast. But that's like a totally different problem.
Did you know what?
Sometimes I just gotta look to make sure I'm even recording.
Dude, I get it. I get it because
I've done it. I've done enough podcasts
so
of not recording.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. I need to get on it. I've been on a good schedule in my life many times, but right now is not one of them. And I need to be. And it's because I'm doing a lot of editing for other people. This too. I'm doing a lot of editing for other people as like a side gig. And then I'm like, get so deep into doing that. And then by the time I do that for 4 hours, in the morning, I have so much of my own shit I want to do that I don't have time for.
And
so then it drives me fucking nuts because I'm like, I'm doing all this shit for other people. And even though they're paying me and I'm making good money doing it, it drives me crazy when I don't have the time in the day or the energy in the day to do my own shit.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm backlogged on a bunch of shit. I have probably 5 hours of stand-up videos I need to go through, and I have a bunch of shit I need to edit. I have a bunch of podcast clips I need to make. I need a bunch of shit I need to do, but I'm doing this other shit for people because it pays me money and allows me to fucking survive.
Yeah, but you can't do it for yourself.
No, and I can, but it's like I really just don't have the fucking time and energy.
Yeah, it's the energy though. It's the motivation.
Yeah.
I find.
And so then I'm like, all right, well, how about I drink fucking 9 coffees? That'll give me the motivation. But then
it helps.
Your just brain starts firing all cylinders, and you're like, God, all you're thinking about is, it makes you think clearer about how much you suck.
I had some rendering issues last night, and I didn't get to bed till like 5 a.m. And when I got to bed, dude, I guess it was like 4 a.m. I literally sat in bed for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And I'm just like tossing and turning. Then I just get up. Just fucking get up, and I'm like, all right, I'm awake.
You just crushed 24 donuts.
Yeah, seriously. No, but dude, oh, man. So
you got to go downstairs, drag your dick on the sidewalk.
Dude, seriously.
Test reality
I have
a little
some
bit.
Grip tape on the wall in the bathroom. I just rub
Sometimes
my
I just
dick
go
back
into the
and
alley
forth.
behind my house and I just stand in the middle of it like I'm fucking Nightcrawler.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just like, oh, what if I just killed somebody?
I walk around with...
I go outside and pretend to be Richard Ramirez and I check people's fucking front doors and shit.
Dude, I go around with a rear view mirror not attached to a car.
You look over your shoulder.
I'm just looking in it in my rear view, and my eyes look like this, and they're fucking bloodshot usually because I haven't slept for like 5 days,
Yeah.
You know what, dude? What the fuck is everybody doing
behind you?
Yeah, I'm
It's
like,
4 a.m. in a dark alley. You're like, where the fuck are they?
Anytime I see anybody else, this is a fucked up thing. I don't know if you do this too. If you're ever up at a time like 4 a.m. when you're not supposed to be up, and you see another person, as opposed to thinking, I'm a person and I'm out here,
You're like, what the fucking
Yeah,
moron?
I'm always just like, what the fuck are they doing?
Why are you walking your dog at 4 a.m.
Dude,
when
what
I'm walking
the
my dog at
hell?
4 a.m.?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck are you doing out here?
And you're like grabbing the bear spray.
Dude, Tinky, we need to be accountability buddies, dude. We got to get to bed early, got to wake up early, got to jacket daily.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Get some melatonin popping, dude.
I've got prescribed sleeping medication, but it's just Benadryl.
Oh.
It's prescription strength Benadryl.
Fucking prescribed it, a fucking teddy bear dressed up like a doctor. Oh, you need Benadryl? Take some Benadryl. What the fuck? Are you a dog?
Dude, well, basically, he said...
take melatonin, dude. That's fucking...
Well, so here's...
You don't want to take fucking Ambien, dude. Otherwise, you'll end up like Roseanne Barr.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought the bitch was white!
Yeah.
She loves that Ambien.
Because they originally was going to get prescribed something, and I was like, I don't want anything that's going to be like addictive or has crazy side effects. Is there anything we can like ramp up to? And so Benadryl was the first option, and it works. I mean, obviously, fucking puts me out for like 2 days. Seriously, dude, I'll take it and I'll sleep.
But
and
you're
then when I get up,
you're supposed to take that shit a few hours before you go to bed.
Well, yeah, I do. I mean, I do.
See, my issue is that I take it like right before I go to bed because I get home from work late sometimes. So I take it when I get home from work, and then I'm fucking groggy until 4 p.m. the next day, and then I have to go do shit.
Yeah, that's why I don't take it. I've taken it like 2 or 3 times. Like, because it fucks me up the whole next day.
Do you know why I'm starting to get into this zone of like this is going to be a great week? Is because it's fucking, this is my every single late Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, I have these big egregious plans for the week of like how hard I'm going to crush it and how I'm going to hike every morning and how I'm going to fucking quit jacking my dinger to fucking weird porn.
Yeah.
And then you know what?
You don't do it.
I get 2 In-N-Out burgers in me and I fucking hit the roads, dude. I go to In-N-Out, dude, after work. I fucking tell my girlfriend I'm working late. I throw away the In-N-Out in a fucking mystery filthy trash can behind my apartment.
Now we're getting into it.
I throw away In-N-Out wrappers
dude.
like it's a dead body.
Sometimes I'll drop the kids off and I'll get McDonald's breakfast. And I hide that shit. I throw it in the outside dumpster.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even throw it in my dumpster. I throw it in a dumpster down. I truly dispose of I dispose of fast food wrappers like it's a gun and I just shot somebody.
Yeah, you throw it off a bridge.
I literally, if there was a bridge, if I was still in Portland, I would be throwing fucking shit off of the river, off the bridge into the river.
You put a rock in a McDonald's cup.
Yeah, literally, I have a bunch of cinder blocks in the back of the car, and I just fucking tie one to the McDonald's wrapper and I throw it into the river.
Dude, oh man, I've done that. I've done that type of shit so many times where. Oh man! Sometimes I'm like, as like a point of pride or like an exercise, and to not be
an exercise in denial.
An exercise.
Oh, you'll leave it out.
I'll leave it out to be like, I'm not fucking
to shame yourself.
No, to be like, I'm not gonna be. I can have whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason for me to be trying to hide this. It's only like
you're deeper in it. You're deeper in it, and you like. I'm also deep in it. Like I have no thought in my mind that my girlfriend is going to leave me.
Yeah.
But now, like, because she's exercising hard, she's crushing it. She, like, crushes it hard. She, like, eats really well. She's, like, doing whatever. Yeah. And then I'm just a fucking piece of dog shit that's like, oh, I'm actually working late. Yeah. When really it's like, oh, I just got off. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to be here a little longer. But then I'm over at the In-N-Out with my fucking hand down my pants, staring through the window, you know? Like, and then I'm fucking...
Well, for a drink, can I get it a shake? Can I get a shake instead of a drink?
Don't even talk to me about getting a shake.
You know what? And also a drink.
And then I'm like just crushing it in the car, and I'm just like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Literally the same. It's the same mood as if I just killed somebody.
Yeah,
like it's like you're talking to yourself. I'm Robert Durst on the toilet at the end of the Jinx every time I'm eating fast food.
And the burping.
Dude, every single time I'm just like, you know what you did.
Yeah.
You ordered 2 number 7s. It's like,
of course I got it animal style.
Yeah, and it's like
of course.
And then in those moments, you eat way more than you ever would. Yeah. If you were with people, or like if you were being reasonable, because you're like, I'm already so far off the fucking deep end of being a piece of shit for even being here.
Right.
And you know what it is though? Is that's the same exact logic and same exact reasoning and same exact state of mind of people who have affairs and shit.
Oh yeah,
Like where they're there and then they get back in the car and then they're Robert Durst on the toilet, like, and the pussy. You know, you know what you did.
Yeah,
you sucked her pussy.
Of course, she let me put her in her butt.
Yeah, you know what you did.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah,
the burping.
Yeah, and it's not
the queefing.
Yeah. And it's different. You're not going to a diner in those moments with like your friends, and like it's not enjoyable. It's just like, and there's no good reason for it, and you know beforehand that you're like, this is not good.
That's how I am with weed when I notice I'm doing it too much. Mm-hmm. It'll be like this thing where I'll smoke and I'll just be like, oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Well, I mean, same thing with fucking vaping.
Yeah.
Where it's like I was like, I've wanted to stop vaping for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'll do good for a few days. Same thing. I was in San Diego, did really good. I told you about how I hadn't vaped in like 3 days, hadn't had any nicotine in like 3 days.
You got past it.
Maybe like 4 days, 5 days, close, like a little bit here and there. I'd bang someone's fucking thing at work 1 or 2 times. And then I was like feeling good. At first I'm down in the dumps and I'm really spiraling because I'm like, good God, this on top of everything of nicotine withdrawal on top of everything else. And then in San Diego, whenever I was trying to get to the club that night, I told you about that, where I got trapped off by that Irish festival and it stressed me out for fucking 45 minutes trying to get around this thing. And I got so worked up trying to get around this thing that I was just passing a vape shop on the way. And I was like, all right, now I'll just fucking get one.
Yeah.
And just back into the fucking mix.
Well, I mean, don't be too hard on yourself.
No, that's out of the question.
There's like, I feel like you need to do these things in like steps. You know what I mean? Like
that's my issue too. Is doing it. I try to do everything at once.
Yeah,
that's like basically yeah.
And then
none of it.
You can't do it. You got to do one thing and get it on like automatic, and then add other things. I always say that playing drums were a great lesson for everything in my life, and that is just like that with drums. You wouldn't. You'd have to start with the hi-hat, and then you add in the snare.
Open your Bible.
And then just like when you're with the Lord.
Crack open that Bible.
Buddy. You're not going to be walking with Jesus on day one. You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes there's only one set of footprints, y'all.
You can't keep up.
Jesus will carry you.
See, now I feel like right now Jesus would be like, come on with your fat ass.
You know what's so great about
How'd Jesus go carry me? His ass ain't that strong.
Yeah, shit.
Last time somebody pick your ass up.
We need to make that. It's called Black Footprints.
Black Footprints, but it's like urban Christian comedy.
Have you seen that Footprints poem?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But then there was one set of footprints.
Yeah, okay.
Because your dog fucking died.
I mean, I don't know. Part of me is like, this is everybody's culture, but I assume.
I mean, I know what you're talking about. I don't know, dude. Overall,
man, how Jesus gonna be carrying my fat ass
down in the fucking dumps? Dude. I feel like I'm on the tail end of things, even though I'm very behind in a lot of work. I have to do so much work this week. I have to work a bunch, and I have to do a lot of side shit. So literally,
side chicks.
Yeah, well, like the next 6 days in a row, I'm just like.
Is there anything you can do
to what?
To pop out of it?
Somebody can give me $50,000. That would help,
folks.
No, and the same thing too I'm fine with money. Like I'm not fucking starving to death. I'm not doing great, but I'm not poor out of my mind. But it's like everything in my life, at least, begins at monetary whatever.
Well, you got to be able to live.
Yeah. And I'm fine. Like I made decent money this last few weeks especially, but it's like I'm fine, but it's like that everything stems from that. Yeah. That's like the fucking opus whatever in the middle. Then it all stems out from that.
Yeah. I always thought that not having a job that it would be so much easier. But then the pandemic and shit, not having something that I was doing regularly, a regular job that I was going to every day. I got fired from Bail Arm, and then I basically just have figured out how to live outside of that since then. But it didn't help. It did not help to not have anything to do.
I don't know, dude. When I was in Montana and I deleted all social media off my phone and didn't fucking talk to anybody and fucking was getting a bunch of money from the government and just going fishing every morning.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I felt great. That was the best I ever, because at that point I had put stand-up comedy and having a career in entertainment completely out of my mind.
Well, yeah.
And I had just completely done just away with the idea because it seemed like it was truly not a possibility.
It is a healthier state of mind.
Absolutely.
To give up on your dreams.
Yeah, and it wasn't even, and it was kind of like one of those things too, where whenever I was 18, I was like, man, it was when I was starting stand up and I was like, I was going to college and I was like, this fucking all sucks. And it sucks having to decide. And there was a lot of people around me who were having things decided for them by, fucking up or having kids or getting this or that and having that. And in my mind, I was like, man, that seems so much easier in the moment is having a larger whatever decide your life for you.
Right.
And so that's kind of what the pandemic was, where it was like, well, you're not really in charge of your career or whatever right now because there's these outside forces have kind of put it in on you that it's not happening.
Yeah, you have no choice. Yeah, that no choice is nice because it's
much easier.
You don't have to feel bad.
Yeah,
because you're not doing something. He's like, I can't.
Yeah.
I got real comfortable in that space, and I think a lot of people did. And but I do think there's something about you have to be pursuing something because if you don't have a purpose, even if it's bullshit. You have to have some sort of pursuit, some sort of kind of reason to exist. You know what I mean? And again, even if it's bullshit, because that thing gives you, I don't know, you just feel better when you're pursuing something. You know what I mean?
Make your fucking bed too.
Yeah. Well, hey,
No, you're 100% right.
And because at the end of the day, it's just all that stuff, regardless of how much of whatever situation you're in is or isn't your fault, is or isn't your choice, it's your life. And there's things you can do to make your life better, even if it's fake. You know what I mean? Even if it's a lie. And I say that because that's the worst case scenario where somebody I have nothing to live for. You know what I mean? Or somebody could say that. Make something up. Pursue something.
But that's also kind of an issue too, because I would especially somewhat because I mean, like 7-8 months before the pandemic, things were really starting to work out, like comedy wise, and like better and better and better.
Yeah.
And then in the pandemic, and plus even before that, I was always I felt like feigning productivity and I got a lot done today. I cleaned my apartment. I did I'm over cleaning my apartment. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm kind of pretending to be productive almost.
Yeah.
And if I can pretend to be I'm really procrastinating this other thing, but I'm being so productive in these other areas that I'm tricking myself into being like, oh no, I'm not a piece of shit. I did this, and that today.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well, I mean, and that's why I think you do got to take care of your business first. I always felt so much better when I would finish a paper a week before it was due. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'll never.
But
I mean, that's even with this podcast. It's like we would feel much better if we recorded it 8 days ago, rather than us recording it right now
on the day that it's due.
The day that it's literally we are cramming for a test by doing this podcast.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. But I mean, that's just because you've been busy.
Yeah,
legitimately busy. You've been cleaning your apartment.
No,
I can't, Kevin. I can't. I got to wash my hair. I can't pod tonight. I got a headache.
Yeah, I can't fuck tonight, dude. But dude, I do. We were talking about this general subject beforehand. So Thursday night.
Wait, what general subject?
I'm getting into it. The Thursday night was headlining a show.
I was headlining
at a brewery in San Luis Obispo.
Yeah,
and so it was me and Voki came with me. There's a couple other guys on the show. The guy who Voki was featuring, he's right before me on the show. The guy who's right before Voki, I would say a fifth to a quarter of the crowd is there because they're his coworkers.
Okay.
They're there to see him.
Yeah.
And at the very end of his set, one of them proposes. There's probably only 150 people at the show.
Jesus.
One of them proposes to his girlfriend in the very front row of this show.
At the end of his set.
At the very end of his set. So he's...
How much time did he do?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
So he knew he was totally in on it. Knew 100%. And doing shitty crowd work. We're like, well, when are you going to marry her already? And then he proposes to her.
Jesus.
And then he goes, well, I mean, how are you going to follow that? And then he gets off stage. Didn't tell anybody this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Just fucking threw a wrench in this entire thing.
Who went up after him?
Voki, which was... It was great.
That's fantastic.
But it's like anyone else would have fucking died.
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't me. I would have been fine, but I was like, still, it's like, what a fucking dickhead you have to be.
Yeah.
A real motherfucker to be like, he could have easily told any of us.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like, if he would have told me that, I would have been like, oh, is it too late to cancel that? Is it too late? Can you maybe have him do it? How about, I would have told him, I'd be like, I know I'm headlining. How about you go up after me?
Yeah,
that's what I would have told him.
Or have them do it at the end of your set. At the end of the show.
I'm not doing it. I'm not playing into that shit. I would have been like, no. Anytime nobody's ever asked me to do that, but I would be like, if I had any control in the matter, I'd be like, absolutely not.
I've had people be like, hey, could you do some jokes about my brother-in-law? And he's right here.
He weighs 900 pounds.
And he has
an inverted penis.
He has no arms. He's wearing a prosthetic face.
Dude, I was doing, whenever I was in San Diego, there was this girl in the front row who was doing that cold girl, hands in the thing. And she had in her sweatshirt, and she had her hand in one of them, poking out a little bit, and the other one was completely inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, good God. I was like, look how I was just doing crowd. I was like, hey, you got your hand so far in your fucking thing. And it was killing. And then in my head, I was like, fuck.
And
then I told her, and then I was like, okay. Yeah. And then she pulled, and she was like, no, okay. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But then she pulled her hand out, and she was like, I'm fine. And then I was like, thank God you have both your hands.
Yeah.
Because I told her, I was like, for about 5 seconds there, I was like, holy shit, I just ruined not only the show, but maybe my entire life.
Right.
By being like, look at this bitch look like she ain't got no hand. And then she just pulls out a wrist. And I'm just like, oh, man. It was a real...
That would be awesome.
The crowd had no idea. But it was, in my head, it was a real tense, 5 seconds.
I've misgendered people 3 times in Los Angeles. And that's the worst. It's... people get real upset about it. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit on purpose, but I'm trying to do crowd work, being loose, having fun. Ma'am, sir, ma'am. I'm being polite, just sometimes like, ma'am, sir.
It's they.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me.
It's zer, you fuck. Yeah, no, shit.
All right. Is there anything else you need to get off your chest besides 40, 50 pounds?
Son of a bitch.
I'm telling you, dude, this is going to be a good week, bro.
Yeah?
I'm fucking feeling it, dude.
Well, I'm excited.
Everyone out there, dude, we're all going to have a good week, friends. Things are going to be good. We're going to get everything we need to get done. We're all going to get some pussy, bro. Or some dick.
Dude, I confronted my wife this last week about that.
About surrendering the puss?
I was like, give it up. Give it up, lady. You've been holding this thing close to the chest.
You sound like an old West bank robber.
Yeah, yeah.
Put it on the floor. Stick it where it hurts.
Pussy where I can see it.
Yeah, where the sun don't shine.
I told my wife, I said, I need to get in there. I got a one of those doctor's mirrors that you put on your forehead,
The thing that was on the teddy bear when it prescribed you Benadryl.
That's right. That's right. I'm like, I need to get in there. Dude, when she had the baby, I remember one time I went down there just to
take a look.
Yeah.
Good to go.
I had a flashlight and everything.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. And a gun.
Are you Darren Carter?
I had a flashlight in my mouth.
And a gun? Just make sure nothing else is coming out of there?
Just gotta be sure, man. Thing's a portal. Heaven or hell.
Pick your poison, brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you got anything you need to say, bagfriespod@gmail.com. We do like hearing from you. It's always good. I do love you guys very much. I appreciate you listening.
Yeah. We've gotten a couple of reviews, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, the reviews are great, dude. The reviews, you guys really have no idea how much the reviews help. If you could leave a 5-star review, if you could subscribe on YouTube, give a video a thumbs up, leave a nice comment, do something. Help us out. Goddamn.
Go to an advertising agency website and pay them money to advertise our podcast professionally.
Yeah, if you have a limo business in Branson, Missouri, and you want us to advertise on the podcast, you let us know.
Mm-hmm. If you want us to come to your town, let us know. All right? I'm Kevin Tinkin. This is Bruce Gray.
Signing off.
For Bag Guys.
All right.
Pod.
Thank you, all you bag hags. I appreciate you guys out there. Goodbye.
All right, bye.